dear students, my name is Zhussubalina and I am a teacher at the Department of Modern Languages and Translation Studies. Let me present you a lecture on the discipline Key Concepts on Translation Studies, and the theme of the lecture is Preservation of Original Stylistic Features in Translation. So the plan of the lecture is defining stylistic features in translation. Second question we will discuss is challenges in preservation stylistic features. Third question is strategies for preserving stylistic features, and we will finish on case studies in fiction and poetry translation. Let's begin. So the preservation of original stylistic features in translation is one of the most challenging tasks for a translator. Style encompasses elements such as tone, register, syntax, word choice, rhythm, rhetorical devices, which contribute to the uniqueness of a text. While some stylistic features can be transferred directly, others require adaptation or compensation to maintain the text intended effect. So defining stylistic features in translation, the features in a text can be categorized into various levels. So the first one is lexical level. So it includes word choice, archaic words, and neologisms. So the second level is syntactic. So it involves sentence structures, word order, and parallelism. So the third level is phonetic, which involves alliteration, rhyme, and rhythm. Next one is rhetorical level. So it includes metaphors, similes, irony, and hyperbole. And the last one is cultural level. So it includes idioms, proverbs, historical references. So challenges in preserving stylistic features. So translator during making translation work faces various challenges. So the first one is structural differences between languages. So some languages are more flexible in word order and syntax. The second challenge is cultural differences. So direct translation may not convey the same meaning due to cultural disparities. So the third one is linguistic gaps. So there, translator faces certain words or expressions that may not have exact equivalents. And the fourth challenge is target audience expectations. So target audience expectation is when the translator must consider whether the original style aligns with the audience norms. So the strategies for preserving stylistic features. So the first one is literal translation. So it is used when both languages share similar structures and stylistic elements. For example, let's take Shakespeare's famous statement, it's to be or not to be. That is the question. So in Russian it will sound быть или не быть, вот в чем вопрос. The second strategy for translation is transliteration or loan words, so applied for stylistic authenticity in names, cultural terms, and poetic elements. For example, déjà vu, the French expression that remains the same in English and other languages. So the third strategy is adaptation, modifying the text to fit cultural or linguistic expectations while maintaining style. For example, break a leg. So this expression, this idiom means ни пуха, ни пера in Russian, and set the leg жолны болсын in Kazakh. The fourth one is compensation. If a stylistic element cannot be preserved, another element with a similar effect is added elsewhere. For example, he kicked the bucket. This idiom is used for dying. So Russian equivalent is он сыграл в ящик. Literally, if to translate, he played into the box, but we cannot translate it this way. And in Kazakh it will sound oldu неден көшті. In fifth strategy is maintaining register and tone. Formality, informality, humor, and irony must be carefully conveyed. So, for example, in English we have the formal style statement. It is of utmost importance to proceed with caution. So, in Russian it will sound крайне важно действовать с осторожностью. And in Kazakh, сақтықпен әрекет ету өте маңызды. The next one is preserving figures of speech. So in stylistic we have different expressive means, and one of them is metaphor, so which is hard to translate, but we have commonly used ones as time is money. Уақыт ақша, время деньги in Russian, and similes in another words it's called comparison. So for example, as brave as a lion in Russian it will sound храбрый как лев. And another stylistic figure of speech, it's irony. So, oh great, another rainy day. So sarcasm style, and in Kazakh it will sound керемет, тағы да жаңбыр жауып тұр. So case studies in fiction and poetry translation. So Shakespeare's works pose a challenge due to their poetic nature and stylistic devices. Consider the famous line, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" In Russian it will sound "Сравню ли я тебя с летним днем?" And in Kazakh we can translate it "Сені жазғы күнмен салыстырайын ба?" The translation maintains the question structure and poetic tone while adjusting the phrasing to fit the target languages. Let's take example from Kazakh literature and from famous Kazakh poet Abay Qunnambayev. Abay's poetic style includes rich metaphors and cultural references, so when translating into English it's crucial to retain his rhythmical and figurative language. In Kazakh, example from Abay's work, "Ғылым таппай мақтанба." In English it will sound "Don't boast without knowledge." And in Russian "Не хвастайся без знаний" или "Не имея знаний." The translation preserves meaning while maintaining the instructive tone. So preserving original stylistic features in translation is a delicate balance between literal accuracy and creative adaptation. A skilled translator must have a deep understanding of both source and target languages, as well as the cultural nuances involved. By applying various strategies such as compensation, adaptation, and maintaining register, translators can ensure that the style and essence of the original text are retained. So this is the end of the lecture. Thank you for your attention. I hope the lecture was informative.